Oh no, apparently they explode too. Start your day with silly and safe. Start your day with sassy and sage. Sincerely, simply, seriously cereal.
Everyone is welcome here.
Hey.
Hey, you.
Let's see what we're looking at today. Hey everyone, I'm Maxwell.
And I'm Jennifer, one of Maxwell's moms. Welcome to Seriously Cereal.
Episode number
506!
Thanks, numbsters.
Seriously Cereal is made possible by viewers like you.
And by Blue Legacy, a volunteer-run nonprofit dedicated to bringing people together.
You can find out more at
www.seriouslycereal.org. Thanks, Spoonie.
If you eat your cereal dry, then you are a snacker, like our buddy, Bowler.
Hello!
Hey. Or, if you prefer your cereal with milk, then you are a spooner, like our pal, Spoonie. He's also Seriously Cereal's director.
Every month we post episodes with a theme.
And this month's theme is...
Cozy! Thanks, numbsters.
Thank you! And today, we will be reviewing Minecraft movie Frosted Flakes.
Turns your milk creeper green.
Yes. Oh! Oh no. Apparently they explode too.
Creepers do explode.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But I didn't think the Frosted Flakes would.
Of course they do.
Well, okay, Spoonie. Time to talk. These better not actually explode.
All right, Spoonie, okay.
Okay, a new month. And look at what we have here. Actually, you might be getting a sense of deja vu because we've reviewed
We have.
Frosted Flakes Minecraft variation, but this is a new flanker for the Minecraft movie. And I believe that the green Frosted Flakes that turn your milk creeper green and may or may not cause the cereal to explode, I'm pretty sure it doesn't though. That I believe is actually a new part though. I don't remember that. I think the last one actually had green marshmallows, which I wasn't a fan of. So I like this a little bit better. But
We have always really liked Minecraft here in the house.
yeah.
The game. Yeah. Actually, no one in the house has seen the movie,
but
we love the Minecraft game because we are really, really big as a family on, just like, cozy games.
Yeah.
Games that are creative and fun, like playing with a big bin of Legos and, building your own original creation. Minecraft, the game, is just like that. You're building original creations. Maxwell and Faith would build creations together. Maxwell and I would build Faith and Briette, all of us would build cities and castles. And
it was you who introduced us to the game.
It's true, and it's so funny.
The iPad version. That's now
right.
I think the main version, right?
I think so, yeah. It was actually, I had just kind of stumbled upon it on accident. It wasn't like in the top 10 of the Apple App Store or anything like that yet. It was very, very new. And I actually turned to, I think it was specifically Faith, and I said, Faith, will you help me learn how to play this game that none of us have ever played? I can't quite figure it out. But Maxwell and Faith have always been gamers and have loved to figure out games, and she helped me, and now it's one of my all-time favorite games. I love the peacefulness of it. I love how you can just create anything that you might love.
Yep, honestly, and that is a good word to describe it because that is why I love the game even to this day. It is just, whether you're a kid or an adult, it is just a wonderfully creative game.
Yeah.
It's the word of the day. I'm Sunny, and
Creative
is the word of the day.
So using your imagination to create something new and interesting. That's being creative.
Yeah,
I love
very
that.
nice. All right, though, let's find out more about the Minecraft movie Frosted Flakes. Okay, so...
Hopefully it won't explode.
Oh, it's fun. Okay, a serving size is 1 cup. Calories are 140 per serving, and total carbohydrates are 33 grams. And if I'm not mistaken, calories, that's basically your fuel, right?
That's right, absolutely. So your calories are actually calculated by looking at the carbs, the protein, and the fats in something.
Ah.
That's what calories are. It's those 3 things,
Makes
right?
sense.
And those 3 things are what give you your fuel to grow, to be healthy, to be strong. But there's something else. Well, there's lots of other things, lots of other ingredients,
Yeah.
but there's another thing that we want to keep an eye on. Forkamillion?
Hello there, Maxwell and Jennifer.
Hey, Forkamillion, what's up with the added sugar?
Kiddos shouldn't have more than 12 grams of added sugar each day. Grown-ups can have up to 24 grams. But everyone should be careful not to eat too much sugar, because it doesn't do a very good job of helping us grow and be healthy. Today's cereal has
12
grams of added sugar.
Thanks, Forkamillion and Numpsters.
Glad to help.
Okay, so that is 12 grams of added sugar is the amount of sugar a kiddo should have a day. So this is what we would usually call a dessert cereal.
Yeah, because like a serving would make like a good dessert. Yeah, sure. And just like calories are the fuel for our bodies, you guys, sugar is it's like a little turbo boost, like a short boost of speed.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, think of it like, do any of you like play like racing games? If some racing games is like a bar you can build up, or like a power up you can get that like gives you a temporary boost of speed, but after that there's a point where you kind of crash. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's basically what sugar is.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey, Spider. Thanks for giving us a little more time there.
Spider.
I think I know who this is. Hey, Bowler. What can you tell us about the cost for this cereal?
What you're reviewing today costs,
$3.98.
and there are
12.
servings. Ha ha ha. Thanks for helping, Numpsters.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Thanks, Bowler Numpsters. Thank you too, Spider.
Spider.
Shake your hand. All right, so $3.98 divided by 12, that's 33 cents per serving.
And depending on where you shop, a serving of cereal costs between 35 and 40 cents.
Oh, wow, that's great. That's actually below the average.
Yes, it is. And it's supposed to turn the milk green
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, so if you like the film or like Minecraft,
Yeah.
this is a super fun thing to pick up.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I guess let's see if it actually tastes good.
Oh,
All right, Spoony, time to taste.
yay!
Okay, so
Minecraft!
yes, this is a serving. This is a serving right here. It looks like Frosted Flakes, just with a lot of green dye, I suppose.
Let me smell it.
Yeah. Does that have any scent?
Oh,
Oh.
yes it does. So it smells, the green dye must have a scent. Let's see, the green dye is made from yellow 5, blue 1, and riboflavin for color.
Okay.
And it actually does have a scent. You guys, I'm trying to, as always, Max and I are going to split a serving. It smells almost a little metallic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, on the box it says that the flavor is still the same, original flavor. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, and usually we do split a serving, and we're sharing the serving here, but I'm taking a little bit more just to try and see if we can get the milk to turn green, because if you've seen these types of cereals on the show before, you guys, usually it takes either a lot of cereal or a lot of time, so yeah. The dye does look very vibrant, and actually especially once you pour the milk, so let me give this a try.
Okay, I can taste the dye.
Oh.
I can definitely taste the dye.
yeah. Yeah, so it starts with basically the normal Frosted Flakes flavor, but then it has like a weird tang.
Yeah.
And
I think that's what I was calling the talent.
okay,
Yeah.
I'm seeing
Oh my
it
gosh.
is turning green, very green, but I think the trade-off for that is you get that like little metallic tanginess.
Yeah.
There is actually a little bit of a flavor, and it's not like an aftertaste. It's like you get the sweetness of Frosted Flakes, but then there's a second flavor after that, and it's not like and not like as in a typical aftertaste way of like, you know, you've already, you know, you've chewed a little bit, and then it's you're on to the next bite, and then the little aftertaste like lingers. No, it's while you are chewing. Yeah, it's not an aftertaste. It's a second taste. I don't know, but
Yeah, it tastes a little bit like a penny. Don't eat pennies.
No.
Yeah, so
but,
that is very green milk. So
Yeah,
we'll see,
yeah.
once Max is done with the cereal, we'll see if he can chip that up, or maybe we can even pour it into the measuring cup. So you guys can see how incredibly green this
Yeah.
is looking.
it is like mint ice cream.
Actually, for once, you guys, you know, images on cereal boxes, you know, you might have noticed before, they'll often have a little statement that says enlarged to show texture, or, you know, and they're done in fancy ways using particular photography methods that make the cereal look just right. But in this case, the milk shown in this image, which actually looks like it was photoshopped, but it is the same actual color
Yeah.
green of what Max is getting.
Look.
Yeah, I mean, it's green, you guys. Really,
Yeah.
really, truly green.
And it's getting greener. So, well, okay.
Yeah.
I don't dislike the tanginess.
Really?
Like,
Yeah.
my eyes like are telling me that it's tangy because it's green. So it's like, oh, it's like citrusy. It's like lemon lime type thing.
Oh.
Even though, I mean, it says right there original flavor, so that's not what they're going for. But like that's what my mind like defaults to. So
I mean, I really like that you mentioned that it does turn the milk green. You know, a lot of times these cereals, not this cereal, but other cereals, they'll talk about turning the milk a color. Max will have most of a serving, if not a whole serving, in his bowl. No color.
Yeah.
None. I mean, like the faintest of faint. And we always want to share that information with you guys because I know that as a parent myself, when I was buying cereals for Maxwell and Faith,
take a look at this, I guess.
yeah, I wanted to get them something fun where the milk would
It's
change
very
color.
pretty.
Here, Max, will you pour that into here?
Yeah, sure. And we'll get a new
Just-
one before we
Oh,
go on to
of
the next
course.
episode,
Of
guys.
course.
Yeah, look at that. Look,
All
it
right.
looks like melted mint ice cream. It really does.
Yeah.
It's not a bad hue, honestly. But, and you know what? Actually, I think in this case, I kind of get why they went a little crazy with the dye, because what I always complain about with these types of cereals that like turn the milk a color is that you have to wait usually so long. And by that time, it's like, one, you're not eating, and two, it's just like the cereal will be so soggy.
Yeah.
I think it was honestly a good choice to
Now,
maybe go a little heavier on the dye.
as a snacker, I don't have the fun of a milk that changes color. So I am really not loving, you know, tasting. I just
Yeah.
want it to taste like green Frosted Flakes, but I'm tasting a lot of the green. So yeah, I'm torn. I am definitely torn. As a snacker, it is a little tricky because, you know, there's often a lot of like little pieces, and Frosted Flakes are a little bit sticky sometimes.
Are they any stickier than normal because of the dye?
No, that's a very good question. But no, they are not stickier. At least they don't seem to be stickier because of the dye. I think I need more time.
Yeah, I think so too. But you know what? I think I actually know the perfect thing to do while you figure out your score. I think that it's...
Hi everyone, my name is Crafty Cat, and this is Spider. Meow. Today we're going to make blocks inspired by Minecraft. Meow. That's so amazing. First, go to seriouslycereal.org and of creative blocks. Look, you can make a block that you can color with pixel art. The little squares are already there. Or you can do full drawings on the blank square. Print as many as you like, and then you can make so many blocks. And if you download the mountain climber set, look, doesn't this little mountain climber look like, well, like a miner? This little character is a tube friend, and he could play on these blocks. He could be so many things. You can color him and add him to your fun set. Today, we're just going to make 2 of these amazing blocks, but you can make as many as you want. Meow! And the other best part? That's right! There's more than one best part! You can make them out of nice thin paper, or you can use a glue stick and stick them to the cardboard of a cereal box. That will make them even stronger. I'll show you how to do both. You'll need a cereal box, your craft sheets, crayons or markers, Scotch tape, a glue stick, and safety scissors. And remember, if you're nervous about cutting, ask a grown-up to help you. It's okay. Now, we'll cut out our creative blocks and prepare our cardboard. Let's do it! We made a grass creative block and a water creative block. We'll put the grass creative block on the cardboard, and we'll make the water creative block just out of paper. Oh! Meow! I almost forgot. We need a glue stick. All right, let's put these together. And that's how you make creative blocks inspired by Minecraft. Meow! Oh, really, Spider? The hosts know their scores. All right then, see you next time.
Okay. I'm feeling refreshed, and I think I'm about ready to wrap this up.
Well, the scores were tricky. They're tricky sometimes. It's not always easy to find the right score.
Oh, fan mail! Thank you, Numbsters!
Thanks. And thank you. We love hearing from
We
you.
really do. All right, let's see what you've sent in today.
Fan mail.
All right, so this is to the whole team from Rosanna A.
Hi, Rosanna.
through the mailbox on our website. All right, and Rosanna writes, "Hi team, hello. I like to play episodes of CSC Serial from my classroom during free play because I know it's safe content. But I saw your double fan mail episode and knew I had to write in." Oh, yeah, the one where we talked about calories, right?
Yeah, and
About 2 different
actually,
methods.
yeah, and I feel,
I
was it 2 teachers writing it, or at least 1 teacher?
I think so.
Yeah.
I really appreciated having those different perspectives.
Yeah.
But, I'm glad you guys did too. But, okay. The problem of parents not paying attention to labels has trickled down to their children, and label awareness is a great thing. That's why labels are there. But being too focused on calories isn't healthy either. That's a good point.
Fair.
For instance, I don't think breaking down a bowl of cereal into the nutrients per spoonful would actually be helpful. But I can see it as a fun science experiment. I like the way that you try to educate kids and adults about what's actually in their food, but I love the new way you've been talking about calories as fuel and added sugar as a boost. calories, carbs, and sugar are not the bad guys.
Rosanna,
Yeah.
that is so cool because actually we only started to talk about calories and sugars and carbs and proteins and fats differently like in April of 2025. We just started to kind of change it up. We really do want kids to understand, it's about fuel, it's about those boosts.
Yeah.
There's no bad part of food.
Yeah, exactly.
Food is what keeps us alive. It's one of the things that keeps us alive. So thank you for your insight into this. I don't think I had thought about how breaking something down into the spoonfuls, the way the teacher who wrote in talked about that might be like, it might make kids like worry about, every little bite or something like that.
But I do agree that was a fun experiment.
Yeah,
a science
exactly.
experiment to
That's a
do
very
for
good
school.
point. Yeah. Thank you for writing in. I also love hearing that Seriously Cereal is being used in any way in another classroom.
Yeah.
That makes me feel really happy,
And
actually,
I'm
about that.
happy that we are able to create, safe, family-friendly content that can be used this way. Just that any episode can go on during free time and just, you can watch if you want or not.
Oh,
Just-
yeah, absolutely.
I say mission accomplished.
Yes,
500
absolutely.
episodes of wholesome family fun.
Yeah, I know that our family is a little bit different, and we're not trying to hide that, but we just want to be a regular American family, just being out there, being friendly, being inclusive.
Yeah.
And the reason I say inclusive is because we know firsthand a lot of different people watch the show, and
We know a lot of different people in real life.
Exactly,
Like a lot of different people. So many different kinds of people. Oh my
It
gosh,
is
there's so many
true.
kinds of people, you guys. Have you ever
Because-
looked outside? There's so many people.
Blue Forge is all about different kinds of people that vote different ways, people that live different ways, all different kinds of American people. That's kind of the cool thing. One of the nicknames for America is the melting pot. It's like you can put a whole bunch of things in, like a big stew, I guess, really.
And also, it gets really hot in the summer. Well, that's not why they call it.
Oh, Max.
Oh. Well, that's news to me, you guys, but.
So there's no amount of calories that is bad or
No.
amount of sugar that is bad.
It's just all about,
it's different
staying informed,
nutrients.
keeping things in mind.
Yes, I love that. You know how they always say, you guys have probably maybe heard this. Rosanna, I'm sure you've heard this.
Yeah.
All things in moderation. And that's an idiom, a saying. And what it means
Probably a
is...
good word of the day.
It would be a good word
If
of
we
the
haven't
day.
already,
Oh, I think
man.
we've made idiom a
We
word
might
of the
have.
day.
We need to get that book out.
I know, we really do. Like all the words of the day. Then we
Yeah.
could just flip through it. They should be alphabetized. We could
Oh,
teach
that
about
is good.
alphabetizing.
Yeah,
I love
we can alphabetize them
alphabetizing.
and include the episode number.
Ooh,
So fancy.
Love that.
Yes.
Rosanna, one of the things that we do love talking about is, oh my gosh, I just lost my train of thought, Rosanna. Now I remember the idiom, everything in moderation.
Yep.
So that's really kind of the attitude that we're trying to lean into, Rosanna, is to just say, okay, we're not going to eat too much sugar. We're not going to eat too many carbs. We're going to eat a little bit of all these different food groups and wind up being balanced, healthy, and strong.
Not too much and not too little.
Absolutely, 100%. Thank you so much for writing in.
Thank
We're
you.
really, really glad that you are enjoying Seriously Cereal, and thank you for sharing your insight and your opinion on that double fan mail day.
And we're telling the truth. We do love hearing from you guys.
Oh,
so
we do. We really do. You
We'll
guys.
say it again at the end, but write to us. We'll read them.
Yep. All different perspectives are absolutely welcome.
And hey, you know what? Speaking of other perspectives, I think I have my score. How about you?
Yes, actually, I do. I definitely do.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, Spoonie. Time to score. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Did you know that everyone here at Seriously Cereal is a volunteer? We are. And you can support the show over at seriouslycereal.org.
Because Seriously Cereal is safe for kids, YouTube turns off comments when we post episodes online. But we love hearing from you. Go to seriouslycereal.org and use the mailbox button to send us a message. We might read it in a future episode.
Find new episodes of Seriously Cereal every Saturday morning on YouTube, on public access television, and at seriouslycereal.org.
See you next time.
Bye.